Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Blood and Plunder coverage here as we work our way through the Dutch commanders. So today we got a big boy here, and that is Jeremias Van Collen, 30-pointer, can lead the Dutch Caribbean militia. So right off the bat, of course, we notice he's got that excellent command range of 16 inches, which lets us create a nice bubble all the way across a large portion of the board, and paired with the excellent 3 command points as well. Also for the equipment, brace of pistols and standard melee weapons, so we're getting a good loadout there. And comes with 3 pretty nice abilities with very inspiring delay tactics, which we haven't seen much of, if at all yet, and resilient. So let's see what we're getting for that big 30-point investment, because we're definitely not going to invest necessarily in a character of this cost in the smaller games, right? But certainly for the larger games, that's where he's going to do well. So first off the bat, very inspiring. We've seen that quite a bit, and a great ability to have, right? Never turn that down on a character. But basically all friendly units within his command range, which is going to be, again, a large portion of the table with that bubble, essentially, may re-roll any failed rally test results. And with the command points that he has, right, we're going to be able to keep our forces in the fight much longer with that re-roll. So good stuff there. And again, anytime we get freebies in the game, we're going to take it, right? Because economy of actions, right? Actions are always going to be at a premium. So if we can get rerolls without having to spend any more points or anything like that, always a good situation. Now, delay tactics. Let's jump in here and make sure we understand the value on this one. The commander's force may spend a command point to attempt to trick an enemy commander into negotiation, but only if the enemy commander model is within 12. So if you're an opposing player, stay away, right, with the commander. When the point is spent, you roll a d10. If the result is a 7 or higher, the opposing commander cannot use its command points that turn, which can be absolutely brutal if he's able to get up close on you and prevent you from using your own command points, right? So especially if you need those command points for key things like rallying your own troops, maybe getting extra movement or shooting or who knows what. But shutting off your command points is nasty, right? And keeps you from also just, again, getting value out of the commander that you've spent points on yourself, right? Especially if you're running a special character of your own. So nasty little ability there. Thankfully, I don't think we see too many of these across the board, but that can be pretty nasty, especially if you're not prepared for it, right? And you don't really know what this guy does. That could just be a real slap in the face. And then finally, resilient is another great one. The commander's force may apply a -1 bonus to strike tests. So if things are kind of not going your way, rather, and depending on what the scenario is, and or you're losing a lot of your force, right, just getting a bonus to that test is huge. So good stuff there. So all in all, 3 pretty cool abilities. Very inspiring, of course, is going to be probably one of our top ones, just bread and butter. Delay tactics, we're not always going to get that to be able to go off, right? Especially if an opponent is kind of wise and tries to stay away from you, at least with the commander. But just fun when you can spring that on someone. And resilient is nice, again, because it does, well, what it says, right? It's resilience. Keeps you, hopefully, from failing those strike tests and staying in the game. So all in all, pretty cool combination of abilities there, guys. Do you think he's maybe a little overcosted, or do you think he's sitting just right? Again, we do get that massive command range and the full 3 command points, so that's actually really good stuff there. Hit us up in the comments. Have you run him in the Dutch Caribbean Militia, and how's that gone for you? Let us know, and we'll be back for more soon. Thanks so much for watching.